Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Crystal Shadow Work. So this is going to be a reading for my chosen ones, Lightworkers, Starseeds, 144,000. Basically anybody that's guided to this reading, it's meant for you, right? Because my platform is created for the chosen ones, all right? So this reading is going to be your Lionsgate reading, okay? So we just had our Lionsgate portal. It's actually still open for a couple of days. Really, they say it's open from around July 28th, I believe, through August 12th. But we just had our huge peak of Lionsgate yesterday on 8/8. See, and it's so significant because Lionsgate, it's cosmic synergy between the stars, the signs, and the numbers. Numerology, so having that 8/8 influence is very significant. It has to do with, aligning with our star system Sirius, where we get all of our spiritual enlightenment and our gifts, and basically all of our energy comes through our star system Sirius. So when Sirius starts to rise, right, and this starts to happen in July of every year, when Sirius rises, and it aligns with the pyramids, right? We have massive awakenings as a collective and ascensions, and, so much happens. That's why we start our spiritual year, and we get all this enlightenment to push us towards our destiny, right? But it gets really, really powerful when we reach Leo season, okay? Because, Leo, that courage, that strength, and, as we start to peak and align with the pyramids and get all of these downloads and huge amounts of energy come through Lionsgate, right? And we anchor it into us and into the planet. And there's every year it's stronger and stronger, and crystalline codes are being activated, okay, within all of us, but us light workers and gatekeepers and things like that, we're here protecting this energy, anchoring it into our planet, spreading it out, right? So anyway, 8/8 is about infinite abundance, the biggest manifestation day of the year, right? So it's very, very powerful working with the influences of numerology. And it's okay if you didn't write everything down, put your affirmations, you're still feeling that energy. It's just that was the peak energy. So I was hoping to get these readings out done sooner, guys, but this energy has been coming through so much, and I've had so much psychic attacks and so much going on that I was struggling with just keeping my energy up and of high vibration and cleansing, and I was working a lot of my own affirmations and stuff throughout the day. But anyway, so infinite abundance, and that's why the infinity symbol is the same as the number 8, if you look at it, okay? So I wanted to tell you guys that an 8, the number 8 numerology is symbolic to abundance and achievement, but also karmic debts. All the karmic debts and everything are like cleared out. Lionsgate is pushing in so much positive energy with the shift of the collective, with the shift to breaking these outdated 3D matrix down, this control of money and greed and fear and all of that. Okay, so huge things are going to be collapsing, falling down. These relationships that you're being in that are karmic, right? They're falling apart. Foundations are being shooken up. So what's happening right now is it's like this storm is going on right now, and you might not see why things are falling apart, why things are happening the way that they are, but they're happening for realignment, to rebuild where you're meant to be, for new structures, new foundations, new beginnings. So secrets are being revealed, things are coming out, right? Okay, so more about the 8 is so 8 is also about the union of material and spiritual, representing the interlocking circles within the numeral itself. So a double dose of 8/8, being in the 8th month of the 8th day. It's an opportunity for spirit to make intangible tangible, and our intentions into actuality. So it's the big day of manifestings and dreams, and new opportunities, new doorways, all sorts of things are happening because it's huge amounts of energy are coming in. So when you're taking in these energies and you're elevating yourself, you're outgrowing the life that you're in, you're outgrowing certain people, so you're starting to call in higher vibrational soulmates and friends and soul families and things like that. New job opportunities become available. It also is going along with Saturn retrograde, karma's being dished out. We're approaching the end of the Saturn in retrograde, okay, and what happens through October, but major karmic contracts are closing out, and it's like if you're surrounding yourself with people that have karma coming, it's kind of like you're being guided away from them, so you're not going to get caught up in the karma that's coming for them too. I mean, we have free will, but it's like you have these opportunities to get you out of these situations before that happens. Okay. And you know that Leo is associated with strength in the tarot, and it's very important because it's about that strength, that courage, that it's finally speaking up and expressing yourself. You're finally opening up your throat chakra. There's a lot of throat chakra energy with these codes helping us activate. Like when I did my reading last night, towards the end of the night, it was like 11:55. I did a reading, pulling out as many cards as I could within the decks, and I got the portal to the throat chakra coming out. And it was very significant for me because I knew I was feeling it. I've been feeling it for days, ever since this portal has been opening up, as I've been feeling to express myself. Like I've been saying things to people and standing up for myself and creating my own boundaries that I've wanted to do like since I was a child. Like standing up to family members and people taking advantage of me. It's just, I felt this huge empowerment this year of being able to stand up and speak my mind. Now I've been doing a lot of work too with my awakening and getting ready. So I've been changing, the toxins I'm putting in my body and things like that. So I've been clearing out a lot of toxins and not eating any meats and things like that, and getting all of that stuff out and being more cautious of chemicals and stuff. So I've been, aligning myself more with my spirituality and my gifts by watching the toxins that I'm consuming and the things that, the energies I'm surrounding myself with, blocking those out, working with a lot more crystals. I've gotten guided to some amazing crystals through my spirit team. They've been guiding me to so many different things to help cleanse my energy, keep my energy level up. So that's been helping dramatically. I don't know why I said traumatically. Well, for some people, I think it is traumatic because it's like dramatically is the word I was looking for, but I said traumatically because I think I've been closing out trauma bonds that I've had to certain people and situations and family members. And I know I've been having a lot of heart healing happening. I've been feeling, my heart getting expanded and activated, healing these things that I've been holding on to. Because a lot of us hold on to trauma bonds and we don't even realize it. And they're self-sabotaging when we focus on our past and plan our future, right? And that's interesting because the reading I did earlier with the star codes astro, I had the North Node and the South Node. And it's very important to take the lessons from your South Node to apply them in this lifetime, but to not get hung up there. To know that you use those gifts, but you don't get stuck in the past. And unfortunately, that's a lot of the reprogramming that has to happen during a spiritual awakening, aligning, and awakening, is you need to reprogram your mind to basically unlearn a lot of the things you will learn to fit into this 3D matrix that we are very much ending, right? With the upliftment of humanity, the elevation of love being the biggest vibrational frequency over money, over fear, over all of that. So major changes are happening in the collective. I feel so excited and empowered to be here. And know that you are part of this huge shift if you're still here watching this video, guys, because I am here uniting the Lightworkers and the Starseeds and Earthangels to rise up, to come together as a collective to help with expansion, to help with us elevating the vibrational frequency, all right? So if you were guided to me, you were for a reason. Know that. I could be activating you, awakening you, aligning you just within this reading alone, because one of my missions as a light worker here is I'm a grid worker. I'm a gatekeeper. I carry the codes of the energies that come through these portals and gateways, and I anchor them into people that come into contact with me. Just by you spending time watching me on this reading, you're getting that energy coming through to you, through the codes, through the vibrations, through the words, and that you hear, that you see, that you feel. Okay, they work through me. So you're very much getting elevated at this time. And throughout my readings, different things could be confirmations for you. Trust what you're feeling. You guys could be feeling your heart chakra. You could be feeling it like warmth and love, coming across. Like specifically for this reading, I was guided to put on my pink and my heart. I was guided to getting my love here. I knew that this reading was going to be filling you with love and I felt to pull my rose quartz crystal, the crystals that I'm working with. I'm embodying that energy. I'm sending it to you guys through this reading. Okay, so different things are going to be happening. So know that, guys. Definitely subscribe to my channel. Watch whatever reading that you feel guided to, because all of my readings are timeless. I've been building this platform for quite some time, and you're going to get routed to whatever readings are meant for you at that time. So know that, okay? So this is such a beautiful time. You guys have so many gifts that are going to be coming to light that you're going to be realizing. Like, I'm so excited to learn. Like, every day I'm finding out more and more, like, just cute little, neat little things that I didn't know about past lives. I've been getting into Akashic records and finding out past lives and finding out things about other gifts and people I'm going to be helping, and things that that are going to be coming out. So there's different gifts that I was unaware of. It was like I knew I had something there, because I knew that I could move crystals, I could feel crystals, and I've known I was supposed to be working with crystals, and I always work with crystals. I've got so many that I work with, wearing them, healing them, and incorporating them in tarot, but I didn't know that also one of my gifts and talents is to go into Reiki healing. Or Reiki healing. So I'm learning all of that right now, and that's one of my passions now, is to be a Reiki master. So I'm really going to be getting into that. I'm really excited. And I feel that I'm going to be inspiring you guys, and as I go on my journey and things that I learn and do, I'm going to be doing different things. But we have so many gifts here as chosen ones, and guys, know that you're serving your mission just by going after whatever excites you, because it gets you where you're raising your vibration so high that you are radiating love out into the atmosphere, out into people. Like, you may notice when you go places, people look at you, people smile, people feel your energy. I've noticed that I've always had children and pets come up to me. I mean, sometimes I've got children that run up to me and hug me, and it's like they had just seen a fairy, or, you know, I think they see things that I don't see. Maybe they see my glow, maybe they see my wings. I don't know. I know I'm an Earth Angel. I've always known that. I don't know if I'm here with wings, though. If anybody has seen wings that can see auras and things like that, and you have, let me know. Because that's something I'm really excited about, too. Like, I want to come into contact with my soul family. I want to call everybody in. I want to know someone that is can tell me all of the neat, significant things about being a starseed within birth charts. I've been looking into that, reading birth charts, and there's different ways to look at different incarnations that you've had as starseeds and on different star systems and planets. I know I've had a couple different incarnations as a starseed. I was finding those myself, but I would love to, you know, come into contact with an astrologist, a numerologist, find out more, where you guys could be helping me come together, and we could come together and put together some amazing videos for the collective. I would love to incorporate more numerology. I always have to do my own researching and my studying, you know, and stuff. And like, there's just, I got my kids all going back to school, so that's going to be big, because I've had my kids like all summer. I got 4, and so there's just never enough time for me to research and have time to myself. Being a mom, I kind of like do everything myself. So anyway, I just got so many passions and dreams. I'm hoping to inspire you guys. So, you know, maybe for some of you, like, you're a mom, like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know, and stuff. And like, that was always my dream to have that. But then I knew I wanted to make money to support my children, but it's like everything I kept getting derailed. Like, it was like, no, like, and I've got all the experience, you know, where I could go back into my career field. But it's like, just something always happens to kind of derail me, to get me back. So you get like divinely protected from things you're not supposed to. And it's like, and guys, I've had everything provided for me. God, source, the divine always provides, gives me everything that I need as I'm serving my divine life mission and path. And a lot of times I get blessed through people. I can't even tell you the amazing souls that come across my path and bless me and my children. And it happens just all the time. And the things that I run into, just because, you know I get so much help through people, because I'm serving my mission and my path. And when you're doing that too, you're going to see that. And when you're awakened to signs and synchronicities and messages, you always have divine guidance and protection. You're never alone. So this is really a powerful time to not be scared, to really step in to your path, your mission, your passion. Don't worry about money. Don't let money and fear block you. Whatever financial constraints could be holding you back, just start. It doesn't mean just go blow all your money on your passion or something like that. Be responsible. But what I'm saying is, don't put the limitation out there. Don't say, well, I need money to invest this or to research this. No. So I do all my researching on my phone, and there's been times I haven't had internet and I've went to libraries to research, and I go to libraries and get books. That's a lot of how I was homeless for a while. But I had a place to stay every night. I was protected. I was guided. Just amazing things happen and met amazing people, but it's it was one of the times when I decided I needed to change my life and I needed to get away from toxic people. And so I was guided out, and even though I say I was homeless and stuff, I know some people have been in some traumatic situations. I was in a nice hotel every single night, a hotel or a motel or somewhere. I had somewhere every single night, somewhere safe for me and my kids while we were looking for a home. And the whole time I was acquiring so much money and gifts in abundance, and I was just stacking it all, just waiting for the right place. And a lot of it was due to my fear. I was scared where I was going to move my children because I had left such a very toxic place, and I was really worried about where we were going to set our roots. So a lot of it was just due to fear. And then I was getting anxiety and saying things gosh, we're never going to find a nice home, we're never going to do this. And I didn't want the apartment life for my kids. I've always had them in a nice house and things like that. So a lot of it was just me putting conditions on it too. All right, so I don't know why I felt to explain all of that for you guys, but I did. But what's crazy though too is my kids, I've always thought gosh, what my kids must think, me being a single mom, and I've made some bad decisions throughout my life or whatever, but I haven't had that secure, stable home for them. And I know that's something I always wanted. I wanted to give to my kids, and I was feeling bad about it. But my kids' most favorite time of their life was when we didn't have a home and we were moving every couple days because I kept it fun. And I didn't realize how much of an adventure and how much fun that my kids had. And to them, they still talk about that. They would love to go do that. And then I did get us stable for 5 years. I got us into a stable home, and I kept there, even though it was killing me to be there because I felt like I wasn't serving my passions and my calling and all of that. But I stayed in a situation for them for security and structure, and I thought that I was doing the right thing when in fact they had more fun when Mom was happy and inspired and we were moving around, because that is when I was serving my mission, my passion, and I was learning and I was excited, you see? So it's not always about that security. And that's when I realized I had all of their stuff in storage. And they literally just had bags with a few things, toys and stuff, but I moved us around and they had so much fun with that, seeing me happy and me running around pursuing my passions and dreams, because that's when I was getting my books and researching and learning and getting my cards, and I was in such a high vibration and having fun, and so much things were coming in, and we were going out to eat all the time, and they were getting spoiled, and we were going out and having fun. So but it's those memories, they'll never forget all of those memories, and that was more fun to them than having a stable home. And of course I made up for it with tons of and all of that, but it's I ended up just getting rid of all this stuff. It's crazy. So definitely it's always more about the experiences and having fun, and than it is the material possessions and the physical things. And so I'm getting this is very empowering for somebody, if you're a mom that you feel bad that you haven't had a structure or security, or don't worry about any of that, because I would have so been otherwise if it wasn't all three of my kids. My fourth one came later on, but all three of them, and so know that, if you ever question whether or not you're a good mom, you already are, just for questioning it. So if you ever worry about what your kids are going to think and things like that, and I get it, teens can be rebellious and say some awful things. My 16-year-old, or she's not even 16 yet, she's almost 16, but, because they got to be all tough and everything in this world. But anyways, we won't go down that path. But this turned into a very empowering message for somebody. So anyway, and I'm told to put more of my life story in there. So this is not how I intended this reading to go at all, but it went that way for a reason. So anyways, definitely empowering the chosen ones. So anyway, yeah, like I wasn't even sure how I wanted to do this. It started with me telling you that this Leo energy, like, it all started with really speaking up and me getting that courage and strength to really pursue and go after, you know, my desires. And oh my goodness, I feel like this is just going to have to be its own reading for, like, to empower a divine feminine. Okay, because I don't know if the guys are going to resonate a lot with that. I mean, if it does, that's epic. But there's so many different readings that I'm going to be doing. So this is definitely getting guided to enlighten, to encourage, right? To strengthen, okay, and empower, right? So I wanted to pull some gifts here. Okay, this deck is so big. I was working with Spirit. I have to pull cards another way. So this is gifts for whoever is guided to this reading. I already changed it. Okay, hold on. We discussed a certain way. Okay. There we go. So very interesting numerology. Sources definitely back me up in my messages here. So I was telling you, remember, I really want to meet a numerologist, and I'm talking about numerologists like that is you, you know? I'm not looking for somebody that, I mean, it'd be awesome. It'd be pretty epic to find somebody that has been studying numerology for years and can come enlighten me. But to me, this is a message empowering somebody to go after their passions. And it's somebody's passion to get into numerology and to learn it and to study it and to work with me perhaps, and, you know, and tell me epic things and us work together, whatever. So anyway, I'm about empowering and uniting Lightworkers, Starseeds, Earthangels. So numerology is very significant. If you have not done a numerology reading on your name, on your, it goes off your name. And well, there's so much behind numerology, but you need to do your numerology chart. You need to get a reading done. Now they have free ones where they'll do, you know, a portion of your name and show you your life path and things like that. So definitely numerology is big and significant for somebody here. Okay. Then we got psychometry. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but I know that this is a study where you feel energy on objects, right? Sensitivity. I'm going to have to probably pull that one in the book. And then dictionary communication. This is definitely about communicating, but it's also about gathering information, learning and studying, like I was telling you. So you guys are definitely being... Oh my goodness, I just knocked all my stuff down. It's okay. I knocked on my evil's eye, so maybe it's blocking something out. That's what I think every time it falls, right? Well, I knocked my angel light out. Okay. Don't worry about what people may be coming about trying to stop you. Don't let it stop you if it is. That's the channeled oracle anyway. Okay, so each of these talks about an ancient divination or guidance to a message, but each one has its own specific message. So let's see here. So listen well, as important words, be they spoken to you by a friend or stranger, written down or placed before you in a note or a card, will point you to the next step. Try to understand someone else's point of view. Meditate quiet in your mind. Speak with confidence. So this is confirmation of that. Your life purpose involves writing and public speaking. Wow. So I wasn't even going to look this one up. I was going to look up the middle one, and then I went there anyways. So they want me to read all of them. So sensitivity, check in with your emotions. You could benefit from complementary healing. Use environmentally friendly products instead of harsh chemicals. You may be drawn to eliminate dairy products or adopt a vegetarian or vegan diet. Yes, and what was I talking about being the reading? That I told you that my abilities are becoming more stronger because I'm eliminating being more aware of toxins that I'm putting in my body and surrounding myself with. Okay, so the form of divination means measure the soul. First developed. So since then, doctors and professionals have investigated work, concluding the detail of a person can be learned by holding one of their possessions. So this has to do with holding somebody's possessions and feeling the energy off of it or something like that. So you could have had a past life. This could be an ability or an ability that you're being called to use in this lifetime. So that's very interesting. So your sensitivity is increasing at this time. You may find that once excited, you no longer appeals. Guys, and that's exactly it. Like, I can't even eat, like, grease or anything. Like, I'd had some, was it French fries or something the other day? With my kid, and I haven't had any of that stuff. And I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, no, that's right. It was when I went out to celebrate my anniversary and I went to a restaurant. And I got so sick because I'm just not used to eating the grease and all of that stuff. So I just couldn't even do that anymore. So I'm like, great. I eliminated fast food so long ago. So I don't do fast food. Now I'm like, I can't do restaurant food unless I can get like vegan or veggies or and then it's like, I don't know. I'm just going to stop talking there. So anyway, yes, and it's just like I can't eat anything processed. It's just like I taste just the chemical. Like if I grab stuff out of a box, I just taste the chemical in it. And see it, as your sensitivity heightens, your body may no longer tolerate synthetic food. That's exactly what it is. It's like, to me, I'm like not satisfied if it's not like fresh, like fruits and vegetables and stuff. So GMs, processed, ready-made meals, sugar, wheat, alcohol, caffeinated, and like I don't do soda and sugar. I just taste the pure sugar if I try to. My coffee, I do though, and I do tea. So I didn't like fully give it up, but like I don't do like soda and things like that. So whatever, like you notice that you can't do anymore, it is exactly right. Is don't worry that your life will become boring, though it won't. And it definitely will, it won't, because it's like before, like I've always been a little finicky like that. Like I just never been one to like meats, but I would eat like hamburgers and hot dogs and like processed stuff, but I wouldn't eat like any other type of meat. But it's like now that I'm fully eliminating those, and so then it's making me want to try new types of fruits and vegetables that I haven't, to get more of that and more type of beans and other things. And because I'm doing that, then it's like, oh my gosh, like these are amazing, and so I think it like enhances the flavors and tastes of other things by when you're changing things. So eliminating certain things, you feel so much better, right? And you really are enhancing your abilities and your gifts and all sorts of things. So it's like a win-win, and it's exciting too. So definitely I would suggest it. You're getting the confirmation here of that through the reading. So why not, right? Okay, guys, so I'm almost at 30 minutes, so I'm going to leave this reading here. If you guys like readings like this, then definitely subscribe, right? And watch whatever you feel guided to. Like if you watch my reading and you don't feel like these messages are for you, or you don't relate to the story that I was sharing, but you like my energy and that made you feel good, then like I said, that did something for you. Or maybe you were meant here just for the beginning of the reading, right? Because I'm connecting with many, but I know that when I went to go into my story, like that is significantly a message for somebody, and somebody's going to feel, that they're doing a good job, that they're going on the path they should, or whatever. Like Source wanted me to do. They guide me to do the readings however I do them. So what I'm getting at is I never know how my readings are going to go, right? I've got so many decks pulled out here, and there's so much more that I want to do with this Leo's Lionsgate energy. So I'm going to be pulling some others, and I'm going to label this one a certain way. So anyway, whatever you guys feel guided to, just know that you are guided to me for a reason. Know that. Own that. All right, guys, you're very much a chosen one, and definitely find more of your gifts, serve your mission, whatever you guys feel guided to, right? All right, love you guys. Bye.